Hello witchy people. December starts week 49 of the YouTube Pagan challenge. I get it right. This will be the first time I'm participating because I didn't actually know about the YouTube Pagan challenge before now, and this is quite a new channel, so I haven't had the chance to participate in anything like this. And the challenge is show us your favourite DIY technique, and I haven't got very many because there's a lot of DIY things I don't do anymore. I don't make my own candles anymore. I don't make my own soap anymore. I don't make my own jewellery anymore, though I used to make quite a lot. I mean, I made the earrings that I wear. And if you see me wearing any beaded jewellery, the chances are it's mine. If you see me wearing any charm bracelets, charm necklaces, the chances are they've been made by myself. So, of course, my favourite DIY technique is probably making we call them mini albums, and this is based on a mini album technique, only it is my grimoire, and that's been made using a lot of the techniques that I picked up making what they call mini albums. Quite often they're not mini albums. I do have my own mini album making channel, which I will link in the description box. I actually made a mini album based on ravens because I love ravens, and it's beautiful. I'm so proud of that one, and I know I shouldn't blow my own trumpet, so to speak, but if you want to go and look at a really gorgeous album, I think it's gorgeous, obviously, that's the one to go and look at. So that's one of my favourite DIY techniques. Of course, the other one is I like to grow and dry my own herbs, not necessarily edible herbs. For instance, I do dry my own holly leaves and holly berries, and I don't consider any of the herbs that I grow and dry to be edible because I don't treat them in any way. They come straight out of the garden, they're dried. Sometimes they're force dried, sometimes they're slow dried, and I don't have any special equipment, so they're not cleansed in any way. So if there's any diseases on the leaves or anything, or bird poop or whatever, it stays there. I mean, they are washed, but they're not, it's nothing special. So I don't consider them to be edible in any way, but they are good for burning and for spell work. So, and this is one of my little Hedge Witch apothecary boxes. Oops, this is full of incense and lots of dried herbs. Most of them are from my garden. Crow's feathers, which are not from my garden. So that's another one. And lastly, of course, there is my wand that I made, and this was harvested. This is Hollywood once again. This was harvested from my own garden, and I sanded it down. It took me all day to sand this down, which is really silly because my youngest daughter's partner lives with us, and I gave him, or let him take over my summer house, and he's in my summer house making guitars. That's his workshop. He makes wooden guitars, and they are stunningly gorgeous. So he has all this equipment, huge electric machines that he can sand down with, so sanders and all sorts, and I sanded this by hand when all I had to do really was say, oh, could you sand this down for me, and it would have been done in a few minutes. So there we go. I will be making some more of these as well, but I must admit, whilst I was sanding it down by hand, the smell was gorgeous. It was almost like almost like a sandalwood, pine, cinnamon, vanilla sort of smell. It was absolutely gorgeous. So that's become one of my very favourite things. I would like to make a whole load more wands. I actually really enjoyed making them, and I really do enjoy doing the herbs. So that's really the only DIY techniques I do. So week 49 of the YouTube Pagan challenge. Show us your favourite DIY techniques. There's mine. Bye bye for now, witchy people.